Let's start with the concept of derivative. There are n types of derivatives like forward, future, swap, interest rate derivatives, but we are understanding the concept of derivative by a derivative which is known as a forward contract. Please first understand the example of forward contract perfectly, and then we'll be understanding the details of it. Sorry. Let us take two persons who joined first in our classroom today, their names, and understand from their position they are two parties to the contract. Sorry. One is Sachin, another is Sakshi. Alright, now what is the contract between these two? Please try to understand. Sachin will be delivering 10 kgs of potatoes to Sakshi, and Sakshi will be paying 10 kgs multiplied by 20 rupees. So what is the price decided? 20 rupees. That is nothing but 200 rupees to Sachin. It looks a normal purchase and sale contract, but it is not. Please try to understand the dates. 10 kgs of potatoes will be delivered on 30th January 2021. And the payment will also be made on 30th January 2021. Sorry. So, delivery and payment will be done on 30th January 2021. But understand, delivery and payment is fixed. How much kgs of potato will be delivered is 10 kgs. How much total money will be paid is 200 rupees. There will be no change in this figure. And please understand which is today's date. Today is 1/1/20. Today's date is 1/1/2021. Today is 1st January, when the delivery of potatoes will happen on 30th January, after 30 days. When payment of this potatoes will happen on 30th January, after 30 days. What will be the number of kgs potatoes delivered will be 10 kgs. How much amount will be actually paid is 200 rupees on 30th January. Irrespective of market price of potatoes on 30th January. Irrespective of market price, what will be paid is 200 rupees by Sakshi to Sachin. Please understand when the contract was made. Today. For future. The contract of today was made for future. And this contract between Sachin and Sakshi, this full contract will be termed as forward contract of 1 month for potatoes. Why 1 month? Delivery and payment is going to happen after 1 month. Why of potatoes? Because underlying asset, the asset for which the contract is made is of potatoes. Sorry. This is a forward contract, but understand, we need to understand even the logic why Sachin enter into this type of contract and why Sakshi enters into this type of contract. Is it all right? Sachin is a farmer who grows potato. His potatoes will be ready to sell after 30 days. But he is concerned that the price of the potatoes will fall down. See, what is the market price? Say today's market price is 19 rupees. Suppose. This is today's market price? No. This is the price at which the potatoes will be delivered on 30th January. It is not today's price. It is forward price. This type of price is termed as forward price. Is it alright? So Sachin as a farmer, today's market price is 19. Sachin feels that market price of potatoes on 30th January, when his potatoes are ready to sell, will be rupees 10, will be rupees 12, but it will be less than 20 or less than 19. Is it alright? So he wants to hedge his risk. He wants to get a minimum of how much rupees is 20 rupees. Is it alright? So Sachin as a farmer feels, see, I am writing in layman's language, then I will be going technical. Is it alright? Feels that the price of potatoes will go down. Is it alright? And this is his risk, because what he is growing or what he is manufacturing is potatoes. Is it alright? This is his risk. Is it alright? So to mitigate his risk, technical word, to hedge his risk, to reduce his risk means to hedge his risk. He is entering into this type of contract. Why Sachin is entering into this type of contract? To hedge this risk. Is it alright? So every questions from Sachin's side, Sachin will answer. Is it right? Today itself. Is it alright? Whatever I ask. Is it alright? And every question from Sakshi's side will be answered by Sakshi. Understand who is Sakshi. Sakshi is owner of famous wafer company Balaji Wafers. For Balaji Wafers, potatoes are raw material. But the factory is going, they are having sufficient stock of potatoes. They will require more potatoes on which date? 30th January 2021. Is it alright? Sakshi feels that after 30 days, the price of potatoes will rise. Is it alright? Sakshi feels that price of potatoes will rise, and this is a risk. Why? If the price of potatoes becomes 40, Sakshi will end up paying 400 rupees if she has not entered into this type of contract. Is it alright? So this is the risk of Sakshi. Sakshi wants to hedge the risk. And so she is entering into this type of a forward contract. Is it alright? So entering into forward contract is easy. But why people enter into forward contract? Please try to understand. Sakshi's risk was that the price is going to increase. To hedge this risk, she enters into this type of contract. Farmer feels that price will go down. That is his risk. Sachin's risk is the price will go down. And Sachin also wants to hedge the risk. Is it alright? Please understand why this both are entering into this type of contract is. They both want good sleep for this 30 days. They both want to, see, he wants to concentrate in growing potatoes and she wants to concentrate in manufacturing wafers. They don't want to speculate in price of potatoes. Is it alright? So, for that good night's sleep, they want to hedge their risk, reduce their risk, and so they are locking this price of rupees 20. Is it right? See, whatever is the market price of the potatoes on 30th January, both of them should not worry. Is it alright? If the price is 30, Sakshi will be getting it at rupees 20. Sachin will have to sell compulsorily at rupees 20. If the price of potato is 5 rupees, then also Sakshi will have to pay 20 rupees to Sachin, and Sachin will be getting 20 rupees. So whether the market price is 2 rupees or 100 rupees, the contract will be settled at 20 rupees. Contract will be settled at 20 rupees. This type of contract are known as forward contract. This type of contract are known as forward contract. Please try to understand two important wordings in this forward contract. See, recently there is a web series of Scam 1992. Is it all right? Harshad Mehta scam. You should watch this type of movies because then you will be very comfortable with the wordings which I am using. Harshad Mehta was a bullish person. Is it all right? Farmer feels that price of potatoes will go down. What he feels? That price of a security, price of underlying asset, price of potatoes will fall down. So Sachin is bearish in potatoes. He feels that price will go down. See, if he was feeling that price is going to go up, then he would never have entered into this type of contract. Why? He is a manufacturer of potato. He is growing potato. After 30 days, if he feels that price is going to go up, he will never enter into and lock the price of 20 rupees. Because if the price is 40 rupees, he will be getting 40 rupees after 30 days. Is right? But he feels that the price is going to go down. Is right? And whatever he is feeling is his risk and he wants to reduce his risk. But Sachin is bearish. And technically he is termed as bearish in potatoes. You will have to speak fully, but in short I can speak he is bearish. Is it alright? Sakshi on the other hand feels that the price of potatoes will go up. Please understand, if Sakshi feels that price of potatoes will go down, she will never enter into this type of contract because then she will be getting raw material at a lower price. But she feels that price is going to go up. It is risk of Sakshi and she is hedging the risk. So Sakshi feels that price will go up. Sakshi will be termed as bullish in potatoes. Is it alright? Now, for some of you this might be extremely easy, but please understand I'm going to solve forward, futures, options, swap, everything by bullish and bearish. So you need to understand which person is bullish, which person is bearish. Normally person who is buying is bullish and person who is selling is bearish. Normally, not always. Is it alright? But in our case, Sakshi is bullish and Sachin is bearish. Is it alright? Sachin feels that price is going to go down. He wants to take advantage of it or wants to reduce his risk. Then he will be termed as bullish in bearish in nature. Sakshi feels the price is going to go up. So she wants to take advantage of it or she wants to hedge her risk. She will be termed as bullish. Is it alright? Let me also write down a brief idea of bullish and bearish. Bullish are the persons who feels the price is going to go up, either wants to take advantage of it or wants to hedge the risk of that price rise. Say price rise might be their risk. Was it risk of Sakshi? Yes. Is it alright? And they want to hedge the risk. They will be termed as bullish in nature. In our question, Sakshi is bullish in potato. They both have already entered into contract. And who are bearish? The people who feels that price will go down. They want to take advantage of our same. We'll be learning this afterwards. Taking advantage of bearish position or lowering of prices their risk, and they wants to hedge the risk. Is it all right? So these are learning of bullish nature and bearish nature whenever you are talking about the investor or any person in this market, derivative market. You will have to learn whether that person is bullish or that person is bearish. Is it alright? Now, I am talking about actual market price of potatoes, that's right, on 30th January 2021. What is the actual market price of the potatoes on 30th January 2021? That's right. Option number 1. The market price of potato is rupees 25. Is it alright? You need to tell me, is it alright? Either Sakshi or Sachin needs to tell me, out of you person, which person feels that thank God I entered into this type of contract? Who will feel?
Sakshi.
Sakshi.
Sakshi will feel that thank God I have entered into this type of contract. Why? Otherwise she would be paying 25 rupees per kg. Because she has entered into this contract, she will be getting at 20 rupees. Who will be sad that I have entered into this type of contract? Now it is easy. Who will be sad?
Sachin.
Sachin will be sad because he has entered into this type of contract. Is it alright? Why? Because he would have sold, if he had not entered into this type of contract, he would have sold into market at the rate of rupees 25. Now, he will have to compulsorily sell at 20. Forward contract or compulsory contract. There is no option. Sachin will have to deliver 10 kgs of potatoes and Sakshi will have to pay exactly 200 rupees irrespective of market price of the share. Sorry. So, Sachin has done something wrong. Can anyone answer? Let us make it interactive. Can has he done something wrong? Is Sachin at loss?
Yes, sir. Wrong.
Yes. Why he is at loss? Because he would have got a 25 had he not entered into this particular contract. Is it alright? Say if he had kept the position open, let me manufacture the potato, let me grow the potatoes, let 30th January comes and let me see the market price and I will be selling it at market price, then Sachin would have got 25 rupees. Here he will be getting only 20 rupees. But believe me, still next time also Sachin will hedge the risk. If he wants to become safe in market price of the potato, he will always hedge his risk. See, this time he might feel that he has taken an incorrect decision. See, next time market price of the potato is rupees 5. Now Sachin will be happy, Sakshi will not be happy. Is it alright? Sometimes Sachin will be happy, sometimes Sakshi will be happy. But please understand, this contract are not to see on 30th January which person is happy. This contract are to see that for this 30 days from 1/1/2021 to 30th January 2021, can you tell me who will be watching daily price of potatoes? Sachin or Sakshi? Believe me, the answer is no one. No one is concerned about the price of potatoes, because whether the price goes up or goes down, they are going to get potatoes. That is, Sakshi is going to get potatoes at 20 and Sachin is going to sell it at 20 rupees irrespective of market price of the share. See, what is the work of Sachin is to grow potatoes. He can concentrate on growing good quality of potatoes rather than daily watching market price of the potatoes. What is job or work or business of Sakshi is to manufacture good wafers. She can concentrate on manufacturing process, manufacturing of good quality of wafers without watching potatoes price daily, because now it is fixed that she is going to get potatoes at what rate? 20 rupees. So this contract are entered. This particular contract, the example which we took, was undertaken by both the persons to hedge the risk. At the end of the day, one person will be happy, one person will not be happy. Sometimes Sachin might be happy, sometimes Sakshi might be happy, but it does not matter. During the period, both are hedging the risk. Both can concentrate on their contract. Sorry. This is example of forward contract. As we have taken this contract, let me complete it. So we have taken two options of market price as on 30th January 2021. It might be 25, it might be rupees 5. Is it alright? We are going to a point whereby majority of a student faces problem. Believe me, you will not face it. Just try to concentrate. We are going into settlement of forward contract. First understand, settlement happens on 30th January 2021. Is it alright? Settlement can be done by delivery or can be done by difference. Let me write down. Is it alright? Please understand, it is or. The settlement will not happen by delivery and difference both. Either it will happen by delivery or it will happen by difference. Is it all? Let us go to left hand side part, that is settlement by delivery. Is it all? Extremely easy. See, on which date settlement will happen? 30th January 2021. Nothing to think. Who are the party to contract? Sachin and Sakshi. Alright. Sachin will be giving 10 kgs of potatoes to Sakshi and Sakshi will be paying rupees 200 to Sachin. This will happen whether market price of potatoes is rupees 25 or rupees 5. It does not make any difference because they both have agreed that they will be settling the contract at what rate? 20 rupees per kg, that is total of what is payable is 200 rupees. So market price of the potatoes as on 30th January 2021 is absolutely irrelevant if the settlement is done by delivery. Sir, you are saying it is difficult. It is not at all difficult. I agree. Is it alright? Because left hand part is not at all difficult. This part is also not difficult if you try to understand. Is it alright? See, I'll tell you why 99% of settlement happens through differences. There are only few contracts which happens by delivery. Otherwise, 99% happens by differences. Is it alright? So this type of contract can be happened if the settlement is made through delivery only if they both are staying in the same city. That's right. Because Sachin needs to actually deliver the potatoes to Sakshi. That's right. In settlement by differences, this will not happen. Actual potatoes will not be delivered. Actual potatoes will not be delivered. Is it all right? In settlement by differences, I will have to see market price of potatoes on 30th January. If market price on 30th January 2021 was rupees 25 or was rupees 5. Is it alright? Yes, there are two parties in our classroom, Sachin and Sakshi. Is it alright? If the market price is rupees 25, you both have entered into the contract. The market price on 30th January is 25. Is it alright? Both are saying, let us forget this contract. Is it alright? Who will not be ready? I am saying you, okay, both of you, forget this contract. Market price is 25, you both forget this contract. Is it alright? Who will not be ready for on my words? Who will not be ready to cancel the contract or forget the contract? Sachin or Sakshi? Anyone can answer.
Sakshi.
Sakshi will not be ready to cancel the contract. Why? In market, see, Sakshi is wafers manufacturer. She will need potatoes. If this contract is cancelled or forgotten, then she will have to purchase the potatoes at rupees 25. In contract, she has already agreed to purchase at 20. So she is right now benefited. She is very happy that she has entered into this contract. She will not be ready to cancel the contract. She will not be ready to forget this contract. Is it alright? Let me convince Sakshi. Is it alright? I am telling to Sachin that Sakshi is not ready. She insists that this delivery is to be made. Is it alright? So you pay rupees 5 per kg. What were the total quantity? 10 kgs. That is equal to rupees 50. That is 5 per kg to Sakshi. Is it alright? This I am telling them. Is it alright? That Sakshi, you are not ready. You are correct on your part. But take this 50 rupees and forget this contract. Take this 50 rupees and forget this contract. Forget this contract means now you don't ask for delivery of 10 kgs of potatoes. Is it alright? And believe me, we are not talking right now about Sachin. Now I can convince Sakshi. Is it alright? And I can easily convince Sakshi. Why? What is the rate at which she was going to get potatoes is 20 rupees. Is it alright? Now, if she forgets this contract, she will have to purchase this 10 kgs from the market. Sakshi will have to purchase this 10 kgs from the market. Is it alright? At what rate? 25. Because right now market price of potato is 25. It is 25. So it will be 250 rupees, which she is paying. But she is also getting 50 rupees from Sachin. This she is getting. What is her net cost? 200 rupees for 10 kgs of potatoes, which is nothing but 20 rupees per kg. Is it alright? So now she agrees that if Sachin is ready to pay me 50 rupees, I am ready to forget this contract. I am ready to forget this delivery. Let Sachin not deliver me 10 kgs of potatoes, but just give me 50 rupees. I am ready to cancel. Sakshi, you are convinced? Or you are having any problem?
You're convinced.
You are convinced, right? Because right now also if you purchase from market and Sachin gives you 50 rupees, your net cost is 200. Otherwise also for purchasing 10 kgs, your net cost was 200. See this side, delivery side, you were actually paying 200 rupees. Here also your net cost is 200. It's time to convince Sachin to pay 50 rupees. Believe me, Sachin will be also ready to pay 50 rupees. Why? If Sachin has to not perform this contract, this side contract, is it alright? Then Sachin can sell this 10 kgs of potatoes in market at 25 rupees. That is, he will be getting 250 rupees. Is it alright? How much amount I am telling to pay to Sakshi is 50 rupees. So net what he will be getting? 200 rupees. Is it alright? And he has agreed that net he is going to get how much rupees is 200 rupees. Is it alright? So first he will be getting 250. He will pay 50 rupees to Sakshi and net pay receipt will be 200 rupees. Is it alright? See, ultimately everything is same. Sachin has sold 10 kgs of potato at 200. And Sakshi has got 10 kgs of potatoes at 200. The only difference is they have not sold to each other. Is it alright? Now understand, Sakshi might be taking 50 rupees and not purchasing potatoes at all. It is dependent upon Sakshi. But paying 50 rupees from Sachin to Sakshi is nothing but a settlement through differences. Is it all right? The actual contract need to be performed, need not be performed, need not be performed. Let us also ask to Sachin. Sachin, are you having any problem in payment of 50 rupees to Sakshi? Sachin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You are having any problem payment of 50 rupees to Sakshi?
Sir, I have one question. If
Yes.
the answer will remain same in delivery and differences,
Yes.
then why would anyone change to contract and cancel the?
We are not cancelling it. We are doing settlement. I am using the word cancel, but it is ultimately settlement. Is it alright? See, you will be paying 50 rupees to Sakshi and both will have to forget this contract. That means that contract, this contract is now settled. For making it easy, I was using that cancellation word, but to settle the contract, you will have to pay 50 rupees to Sakshi. If you are not ready, what Sakshi will say, then give me 10 kgs of potatoes. I am ready to give you how much rupees? 200 rupees. Yes. You are ready to pay 50 rupees or not?
Yes.
Why? Because ultimately this is a compulsory contract. You would be selling at the rate of rupees 200 to Sakshi. Here also your net receipt is 200 rupees. So you are not having any problem in giving 50 rupees to Sakshi. Is it alright? My question to all the student, anyone can answer. Is it alright? If the settlement can be done in an easy manner by delivery, why to do settlement through this, where you need to use your brain n number of times and do this? Anyone?
If I have not means if I am not having any stock on that date
Yes.
due to any reason,
Yes.
then there is only one option, that is settled.
That is settlement by differences. First reason. Second reason. Anyone? This is the correct reason. Normally settlement through differences happen because sometimes the seller might not be having quantity to sell. Is right? Then he might insist for settlement for differences. Yes. No other reason. There are n
They
number.
want to gamble on the price.
Alright. Say Sakshi is not having any business. She just feels that price of potatoes is going to go up. Is it alright? Then she don't want 10 kgs of potatoes. She is just gambling. Is it alright? This type of persons are known as speculators. They are not known as gamblers because we are studying finance. Is it alright? So this type of bad word is not used, gambler. But this type of persons are known as a speculator. Sakshi might not need 10 kgs of potatoes. Is it alright? Even if she is doing this business, she might not be in requirement of doing this, but she is very certain that price of potatoes is going to go up and she wants to take advantage of the situation. And so she is bullish and taking bullish position. Is it all? Second reason, good. The person might just want to speculate. Is it alright? You might have heard person saying that I have sold 3 months dollar. Now that person is not a exporter, still he has sold the dollar because he is just speculating, he is just gambling in dollars. Is it alright? Yes, second reason. I am agreeing with both the reasons. Both the reasons are absolutely correct. Third one.
Sir, the
Yes.
buyer must not need it.
Yes?
The buyer must not need it. She must not.
Yes,
have the
agreed.
demand of the
That I am
point of
including
time.
it in speculation. Is it right? It is possible that Sakshi, even if doing Balaji's business, might be having enough stock to manufacture the goods and might not be in requirement of potatoes. Is it alright? One of the most important reason, let me tell you. See if the settlement were done only through difference delivery. Is it alright? Then this type of contract might not be universal. Why? Understand? Then the purchaser should be in one city. The seller should be in same city. They might be the person who is selling 10 kgs. Then the requirement should also be of 10 kgs of the same city, of the same place. Is it alright? there are delivery charges involved, delivery time involved. Is it alright? So everything taking into consideration, what is a better idea is to settle through differences. Is it alright? Then a person staying in Chandigarh can contract with a person staying in Bhavnagar. Is it alright? In our contract also probably the same thing is happening. But here there is no geographical boundaries whereby the contract can be made. You can make a contract anywhere. A person staying in USA can enter into this type of contract with a person staying in India. It can be easily done because the settlement is done through differences. Alright. So what reasons we have taken out? Number one, speculators. Number two, the seller might not be having a stock. Number three, purchaser might not be having a requirement. No, even after entering into contract, they realize that now we are not having the requirement. And number four, most important thing, if the settlement is done through differences, this can be made universal. Otherwise, it will be geographically, there will be a geographical boundary within which you will have to enter into the contract. Now, we have done the settlement through differences. Is it alright? Let me even go for ₹5. Is it alright? See, this is or. If market price is ₹5 of potatoes on which date? 30th January 2021. And I am telling both my students Sachin and Sakshi to forget the contract. Now who is not ready to forget the contract? Sachin or Sakshi?
Sachin.
Now Sachin will not be ready to cancel the contract or forget the contract, or he will not be ready to settle without any payment. But if I convince Sakshi to pay some amount to Sachin, how much? 15 rupees per kg multiplied by 10, that is ₹150. Believe me, now Sachin will be also happy and Sakshi will be also happy. Is it alright? Why? Believe me, then also the purchase for Sakshi will happen at 200 rupees and selling for Sachin will happen at 200 rupees. So both will be happy with the settlement. Sakshi paying Sachin 150 rupees. Is it alright? Try to understand. For Sakshi, she is paying 150 rupees. For Sakshi, paid 150 rupees. And she will be purchasing 10 kgs of potatoes from market. That is 50 rupees. What is cost for Sakshi for purchasing 10 kgs of potato? 200. Let us go to Sachin. Now, as this contract is settled through differences, now Sachin will have to sell his potatoes in the market. He will be getting only 50 rupees, but he has received again 150 rupees from Sakshi. So total receipt for Sachin will be 200 rupees. That's all right. So settlement of differences, yes, you will have to think n number of times who will be paying to whom. Please understand, there are no two ways settlement, right? Only one person is giving to another person. Here, if the settlement is done through delivery, the potatoes is given from Sachin to Sakshi and Sakshi will be paying 2 rupees to Sachin. In settlement by differences, one party pays to another party. That's it, and that is the settlement. Please understand this portion is just a logic of settlement by differences. This portion is nothing but settlement by difference. This portion is nothing but settlement by difference. Is it alright? See why people faces or student faces n numbers of problem in this. Because number one, 90%, 99% of cases settlement is done through difference. And whenever settlement is done through difference, two questions arises. Who will pay to whom? Number two, how much? Is it alright? Who will pay to whom and how much? Is it alright? These are the two questions. If you can answer in a shortcut manner, see, this I have explained just because to make everything absolutely clear. Both the parties should be happy with settlement. Is it all? Seeing the market price, both parties should be happy with settlement. But to solve it, believe me, is extremely easy. This is the technique which I use for making settlement through differences. I am still doing the same settlement by difference. Is it alright? Try to concentrate. I am writing again a contract. Sachin, Sakshi. Sachin will be giving 10 kgs of potatoes. Sakshi will be paying rupees 20 per kg, that is nothing but rupees 200. Is it alright? What is the contract price of potatoes? This is technically also termed as forward price of potatoes. Is it alright? What is a forward price of potatoes? Is rupees 20. Is it alright? This is also known as a forward rate. I have written FOR. FOR is forward. Is it a forward rate? Is it alright? Now, you will have to first determine whether Sakshi is bullish or bearish. See, you should become very comfortable in this. Is it alright? If someone asks you at midnight 2 o'clock, they wake you up and ask whether this person is bullish or bearish, you should be able to tell it. Is it alright? As we understood, Sakshi is bullish, Sachin is bearish. Is it alright? So this should be thought process in your mind. First, this should be absolutely clear. Who is bullish, who is bearish. Is it alright? If market price of potatoes on maturity is rupees 25. Please understand, I have already solved this. But still I am solving it by another mindset, by another thinking process. Alright. Whether market is bullish or bearish. Market is bullish. Is it alright? Market is bullish. Is it alright? Who will be paying? Bearish will be paying and bullish will be receiving. Is it alright? First question I have answered. Who will be paying and who will be receiving? Is it alright? Market price on maturity is 25. Try to understand, I am even writing it down. This should be always working in your mind. Market is bullish as compared to our contract price. Market is bullish. Is it alright? So, bullish person will be on receiving end and bearish person will be on paying end. Who was bearish in our case? Sachin will be paying. Who was bullish? Sakshi. First question should be absolutely clear. Who will be paying to whom? Bearish will be paying to bullish if the market is bullish. Is it alright? First question is absolutely clear. Let us go to second question. How much? Difference. What is the difference? 5 rupees per kg. Is it alright? Multiplied by the contract was of 10 kgs. So I need to multiply it by 10. Is it alright? 10 kgs. So what is the amount? 5 into 10 is rupees 50. So rupees 50 Sachin will be paying to Sakshi and this contract is settled through difference. This contract is settled through difference. See, as this is the first question I am writing this much. Otherwise this should be in your mind. Sakshi is bullish, market is bullish, Sakshi will be getting money. How much? The difference of 5 rupees multiplied by 10 kgs, that is nothing but 50 rupees. Is it alright? See, if market price of potato on maturity is rupees 5. Please understand, this is or don't get confused. Either market price can be 25 or it can be 5. Let me consider a situation where the market price is 5. Is it alright? See, the name of the person will remain same. Sakshi is still bullish, Sachin is still bearish. What about market? Market is bearish because it has gone down. Is it alright? What was the rate? Contract rate 20. What is the market price? 5. It has fallen down. Market is bearish. Is it alright? So, bearish person will be at receiving end and bullish person will be at paying end. First question is solved. Who will pay to whom? Bullish will pay to bearish if market is bearish. Is it right? See, Sachin has taken a bearish position considering that market will be bearish. Now, if the market is bearish, he should receive something. Is it alright? Then only there is a logic in the name. Is it alright? If a person is bearish, he should be benefited if the market is bearish. So, Sachin will be getting the money. Is it alright? If who is paying? Bullish. Question number 1 is answered. Who will pay to whom? How much? Again, the same answer. Difference. What is the difference? 15 rupees. As the contract was of 10 kgs, I am multiplying 10 kgs. Is it alright? What is the answer? Is rupees 150. Who is bullish in our case? Sakshi. Who is bearish in our case? Sachin. And this is how the settlement will be made. Understand, here also I have done the same thing. If you'll see the figures, they are same. In 5 rupees, Sakshi is paying 150 rupees to Sachin. 5 rupees, Sakshi is paying 150 rupees to Sachin. In 25 rupees, Sachin is paying 50 rupees to Sakshi. But this should be the thought process when you are doing settlement through differences. Please understand, many of the student will say that, sir, we understood this logically and every time we can do this settlement. Agreed. But understand, when you will move to futures, when you will move to options, when you will move to swapation, then you will have to learn this bullish and bearish technique, because by this technique, the answer can be just in a click. Understand, here I have written everything, so it took time. Otherwise, this can be done in a second of time. That who will be paying to whom and how much can be easily done if you just understand which person is bullish and which person is bearish. Alright, this is nothing but settlement through differences. Alright, first thought process, who is bullish, who is bearish. Number 2, market is bullish or market is bearish. Third, who will be paying to whom and how much. Is it alright? This is nothing but the thought process in any settlement through differences. Is it alright? We are going to next point. This we have already covered, but we are learning it technically. Is it alright? Who are the participants in derivative market? This can be even asked in the theory, but as we are learning it logically, let us do it right now. First are hedgers. As in our case, is it alright? In our case, both people were having the risk, both people were having this business, and they are entering into contract to hedge or reduce their risk. Hedging is reducing the risk. To reduce or nullify their risk, so they are known as hedgers. So in our example, they both were hedgers. Number 2, they were speculators. Is it alright? Who are speculators? They just speculate, they just gamble. Is it alright? In the price of potatoes. Is it alright? They are termed as speculators. Please understand, in our case, if Sachin was not a farmer and he was a chartered accountant, can he enter into this type of contract? The answer is yes. If he is bearish in potatoes and he wants to take advantage of it. And if market turns out to be bearish, he will be gaining 150 rupees. But if the market is bullish, he will be paying 50 rupees. He is neither growing potato, neither he is dealing in potato. Still, he is a person who can enter into this type of market as a speculator, as a gambler. He wants to just gamble it into prices. Is it alright? Number 3 are arbitrators. It is GUERS. Is it alright? It is spelled in this manner, but they are arbitrator. This will be doing it later on. What is arbitrage? What is arbitrage process? Who are arbitrators and what is arbitrage gain? All will be learning later on, but they are also one of the participants in derivative market. Is it alright? So these are the persons who deals in derivative market. We have done settlement through differences, the settlement through differences. We will be taking couple of examples, theoretical examples, and we will be finding out a settlement directly. Is it alright? Say X has purchased 20 kgs of tomatoes at the rate of rupees 10 per kg, delivery on 30th January 2020. Also, the payment is to be done on same date. Is it alright? Today is 1st January 2020. That's it alright. X has purchased 20 kgs of tomatoes from Y. Is it alright? So let us go one by one. Is it alright? One by one logic, as this is the first question I am solving it. Is it alright? There are two parties, X and Y. Who is bullish? Who is bearish? X is bullish. See, he is purchasing today to be delivered on 30th January because he feels that price is going to go up and he wants to hedge his risk. Y is bearish. See, it is a bad habit to learn this. Seller is bearish and a purchaser is bullish. It is good in forward, yes. In forward, purchaser will be bullish and seller will be bearish. But when we will going to option, it might not be correct. Sorry. So here you can take purchaser as bullish and Y as bearish. If market price of tomatoes on maturity is rupees 15. Alright. Please understand, this should be the thought process. This was the forward rate. Market is bullish or market is bearish? Market is bullish. Bullish will be receiving, bearish will be paying. How much? Who is bearish first? Y. Will be paying to whom? X. Alright. Bearish will be paying to bullish because the market is bullish. How much? A difference. Difference is 5 rupees per kg into 20 kgs is nothing but rupees 100. If market price of tomatoes, this is a different situation, don't get confused, this is our situation, is rupees 2. Tell me, market is bullish or bearish? Market is bearish. Which price is to be compared? 10 rupees and 2 rupees. Market is bearish, the market has fallen down. Bearish will be on receiving side and bullish will be on paying side. Who is bullish? X. Who is bearish? Y. Bullish will be paying to bearish. The question is how much? Difference. 10 rupees per kg, 2 rupees per kg. It is 8 rupees multiplied by 20 kgs was contracted, and so it is 160 rupees. Alright. This is how settlement through differences happen. This is nothing but settlement through differences. Alright. Yes. Understand, today is again 1/1/2021 is today. Let us include another student. Mehak has sold one diamond at the rate of rupees 10 lakhs, delivery and payment on 30th January 2021. That is after 30 days. He has entered into contract today, then only it can be termed as forward contract. If this contract was entered into 30th January, it is not a forward contract. The contract is entered today. And the delivery and payment is to be done in future at a fixed rate. Then it is a forward contract. Is it alright? Mac, you are involved, so you will be giving me the answer. Is it alright? You have sold, huh?
Yes,
Mark, you need to settle it by differences, not by delivery. Market price of this diamond is rupees 12 lakhs. You need to tell me about only you. You will be getting money or you will be paying money?
I will be getting rupees 2 lakhs.
You will be getting rupees 2 lakhs, sure? Go process by process.
Yes,
Tell me,
yes.
you are bullish or bearish? We are talking only about you. B is common in both. You are bullish or bearish?
Hello, yes, I am bearish.
You are bearish. See, right now we are doing forward. Today we are going to concentrate only on forward. So try to understand, purchaser is bullish and seller is bearish always. Is it right? As you have sold, you are bearish. Is it alright? Alright. Compare this two price. This is contracted price. This is market price right now. Market is bullish or bearish?
Market is bullish.
Bullish. Then Mahek, you will have to pay. See, this is not matching. You are bearish. Market is bullish. You will have to pay. How much? A difference. What is the difference? 2 lakhs rupees. To counterparty. We have not written name of counterparty, but to counterparty, you will have to pay rupees 2 lakhs. You were bearish. Market turns out to be bullish. You will have to pay 2 lakhs rupees to the counterparty. Is right? So this should be the process. First, who are you, bullish or bearish? Number 2, market bullish or bearish? If it is same, if this both was bearish, then believe me, Mac would have got the money. Let me take it. If market price of diamond is rupees 7 lakh, this should be considered as OR situation. Huh? Tell me, Mehak, you will still remain bearish. Market is
bearish.
Bearish. So Mahek will be getting money from counterparty. How much? Mahek?
3 lakhs.
It is 3 lakhs. Difference between 10 lakhs and 7 lakhs. Is it alright? So positive, negative, don't worry about it. You just need to find out the difference and you will be understanding whether you are getting money or you are not getting money. Is it alright? Next, Jaimin. You have entered into contract on 1/1/2020. You purchased let me write down the name. Jaimin, you are on the line?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Jaimin, you have purchased a car, imported car at the rate of rupees 40 lakhs, delivery and payment on 30th January 2020. That is after 30 days. Is it alright? The market price of this car is changing continuously. Market price of this car on maturity was 60 lakhs. Tell tell me, you will be getting money in settlement or you will be paying money in settlement?
I'll be getting rupees 20 lakhs.
Exactly, you will be getting rupees 20 lakhs. Let me repeat again the thought process. Jaimin is bullish. Market is bullish. See, rhyming, bullish, bullish. Then you will be getting money. You will be getting how much? Difference is nothing but 20 lakhs. That's right. See, every time don't try to prove this. That's right. This I have already proved once. If the settlement is done through delivery or through differences, it does not make any difference to any party. Is it alright? So never try to again and again prove that. It can be proved one time logically. Is it alright? Tell me, Jaimin, if the market price turns out to be 10 lakhs rupees only, then what?
Then I'll have to pay rupees 30 lakhs.
Why? Because market is bearish. You were bullish, market is bearish, you will be doing payment for settlement. Alright, payment for settlement, and you will have to pay 40 minus 10, that is 30 lakhs rupees to counterparty. Jaimin, tell me, in this case, 60 lakhs rupees case, you are getting 20 lakhs, right?
Yes, sir.
You will be getting car or not?
No, I'll not get the car.
You will not be getting car. Understand, we are doing the contract settlement by differences. Now actual delivery will not happen. Had Jaimin wanted the car, then he would have got the car and paid 40 lakhs rupees. That's it. Alright. But if the settlement is done by differences, then the delivery will not happen. Either delivery happens or settlement through differences happen. Alright. Stuti, you are on the line?
Yes, sir.
Yes. 1/1/2022 is today's date. You have purchased one gold necklace at the rate of rupees 2 lakhs. Delivery and payment will be done on 31st January 2022. You have entered into contract today. This is a forward contract? Yes. If market price of this necklace on maturity is rupees 3 lakhs, you need to give me two answers. One, market is bullish or bearish? Market, not you.
Market is bullish.
Market is bullish. Tell me about you also.
I will get 1 lakh rupees. I am also bullish.
Alright, you are also bullish and you will be getting rupees
Lakh.
1 lakh. Correct. Is it alright? Was the market price rupees 50,000 then?
Then the market is bearish and I will have to pay 1,50,000 rupees.
You will have to pay rupees 1,50,000 rupees. Is it alright? Alright. Your answer is a proof that I am boring you all, right? Is it alright? Because see, understand, believe me, majority of the problem is having a problem in settlement. Is it alright? But it is very easy if you do it by the method of bullish and bearish, because this will work universally in forward, future, options, interest rate derivative, in anything it will work perfectly. Is it alright? Settlement, if the market is bullish, you are bullish, you will be getting the money. If market is bearish, you are bearish, you will be getting the money. If market is bearish, you are bullish, you will have to pay the money. If you are bearish and market is bullish, you will have to pay the money. Is it alright? What is to be paid is the difference between the contract rate, that is the forward rate in our case, and the market price as on the date of maturity. Is it alright? If you understand this, only one student is pending, Aarti, and we are not taking her example because now it has become very easy to do settlement by difference. Is it alright? So this is how the contract is done. Forward contract is done. Let us go to another concept in forward, that is theoretical price of forward. Is it all right? Let me take a difficult security, underlying asset. Is it all right? Say spot rate is nothing but today's rate. Is it all right? Today's rate is rupees 100 per pound. What does it mean? If you want to purchase or sell 1 pound, you will have to pay or get rupees 100. So if you want to purchase 1 pound, you will have to pay rupees 100. Is it all right? See, it is just like potatoes, rupees 10 per kg of potato. Is it all right? Instead of 1 kg of potato, now it is 1 pound. Is it all right? Now pound is an underlying asset. So it is not, quotation is not very much difficult even if you have not learned anything about forex. Is it all right? So spot rate is rupees 100 per pound. What is our underlying asset is pound. Is it all right? But this is a spot rate, not a forward rate. Is it all right? Try to understand 3 months purchase forward rate is rupees 105 per pound. Is it all right? Let me go slowly as it is initial point. What is difference between 100 rupees and 105 rupees? See my answer. You need to tell just whether I am correct or not. 100 is the rate at which I can purchase 1 pound today. 105 is the rate at which I can purchase 1 pound after 3 months. True or false? Whether I am correct or not. Once again I am repeating. 105 is the rate at which I can purchase 1 pound after 3 months. Yes? No answer? The answer is no. Try to understand what does 105 3 months forward rate means. If you want to enter into a purchase contract today, where you will be paying money, that is rupees, after 3 months, and you will be getting pound after 3 months, but the contract is to be entered today itself. So this rate should be available today itself. Is it all right? If you are going to enter into a forward contract today for purchase of 1 pound, the rate is 105. Is it all right? Then what is 100? If you want to purchase 1 pound today, the rate is rupees 100. This rate is termed as forward rate. I hope there is a clear difference between spot rate and forward rate. Is it all right? Try to understand even this rate. 3 months spot is rupees 104 per pound. See, what does this mean? After 3 months, when I open down my television, the price of 1 pound was 104 rupees. Is it all right? This is actual price of pound after 3 months. This is not actual price of pound after 3 months. This is if you want to purchase 1 pound today, which will be delivered and the payment will be made after 3 months. The contract is to be entered today. Then the price is 105 per pound. Is it all right? So you should be absolutely clear with what is a forward rate. This is the rate at which you can enter into forward contract of 3 months. 3 months is delivery and payment will happen after 3 months. That is, settlement will happen after 3 months. This is nothing but forward rate. Is it alright? Now, theoretical price of a forward, even for future, it will remain same. Is it alright? Theoretical price of forward should be is equal to spot price plus carrying cost. Normally it is interest minus income generated. See, if it is tomatoes or potatoes, it will not generate any income. But if they are shares, so instead of pound, there can be even one Reliance share. Is it alright? Then share sometimes give dividend in between. Then it is income generated and will be reduced from this particular. And this is a theoretical price of forward. I understand I have just given you formula without explaining you anything. But first let me find out the price of forward. Is it alright? Say the rate of interest is 12%. Is it alright? Whenever I write down rate of interest, it is always per annum. Is it alright? I want to find out a theoretical price of this forward. It is 3 months forward. Is it alright? I want to find out theoretical price of this forward. What will be theoretical price of this forward? Is a spot, which is nothing but 100 rupees per pound. I am not writing per pound every time. Plus interest cost. What will be interest cost on this 100 rupees if there is a 12% per annum? 3 months is a quarter. Is it right? So divided by 4 is 3%. 12% divided by 4 is 3% per 3 months. 3% for, if 12% is for 12 months, 3% will be of 3 months. Is it right? Plus a 3% interest. And this is rupees 103 per pound is nothing but theoretical price of 3 months forward. Sir, it is 105. No, this is actual price of a forward. So let me remove this purchase. Is it all right? This is not a theoretical price. This is actual price of the forward. This is a theoretical price of the forward. Is it all right? Try to understand. Let me explain you the difference in very layman term. I went to a showroom, saw jeans. By seeing the quality and the brand name, I feel that this jeans should be of rupees 1,000. What should be the price of the jeans is 103,000. When I saw the tag, it was 1,500. What is actual price of jeans or what is actual price of forward is 105. Is it alright? So this is theoretical. This should be the price of the forward. I totally understand. Still you are just knowing the formula. You are not understanding what does 103 means. I'll explain you that, but first understand how to calculate it. What is the difference between actual price of the forward and theoretical price of forward? Is it alright? What should be the price of 3 months forward is 103. What is the actual price of the forward is 105. Is it alright? Actually, if you want to purchase 1 pound after 3 months, delivery and payment after 3 months, contract is to be entered today, the price will be 105. Sir, then what will be 103? This is theoretical. In theory, this should be the price of the forward. Is it all right? Please understand, slowly and gradually. I'm talking in seconds, I'm not talking in days. Slowly, in some seconds, if this is freely traded in the market, the price of this forward will actually become 103. Is it all right? Remember that concept of price in your economics. This was supply, this was demand. This was equilibrium price, not actual price. Actual price might be this, but you might have learned that price will ultimately become this. It is equilibrium. This should be the price of forward, and slowly and gradually this will become price of the forward. Sorry. Try to understand, we are going into next difficult step, not very difficult but somewhat difficult step, which is nothing but arbitrage. Try to understand, we are carrying forward this particular example. All right. What should be the price of forward? What is actual price of forward? Actual price of forward is 105 per pound. Please try to understand. Market has overvalued. In market, this thing, this commodity, which commodity? 3 months forward of pound is available at a higher rate. Is available at a higher rate. Is it all right? Please understand, if this is the situation, any person, say Mr. I, me, myself, start it, can make riskless profit. A profit without taking any risk, I can make profit. And this riskless profit is termed as arbitrage profit. And Mr. I will be arbitrator. Is it all right? And please try to understand my process. The process by which I'll be making riskless profit will be termed as arbitrage process. Is it all right? See, it is a very simple thing. Anything which is overvalued by market, anything which is overvalued by market, you should sell it. That's right. Anything which is overvalued by market, you should sell it. Does it make sense? Absolutely yes. Is it all right? This pen is available in the market at 1000 rupees. The real price might be rupees 10. You should sell it. Sanitizers right now, manufacturing cost is 20, is selling at 1000 rupees. You should not be purchaser of it. You should be seller of it if you want to earn profit in the market. Is it all? So what I'll be doing? I will be selling, I am selling only 1 pound. Is it all right? I will be selling 1 pound after 3 months in forward contract. Is it all? See, I am an arbitrator, so I will be doing settlement by delivery. I may be doing it by differences also. It does not make any difference. I have proved it does not make any difference. Is it all? I will be selling 1 pound 3 months of forward contract at a rate of 105 per pound. See, if I am selling pound after 3 months, I should purchase a pound today. Is it all right? At what rate today? What was the spot price? 100. Is it all right? Today, I will be purchasing 1 pound at the rate of rupees 100. Sir, so I will have to invest this 100 rupees. Please understand the answer is no. Is it alright? You don't need to invest. Why? If you invest, then it is not riskless profit. Then it is return on your investment. Without investing, you should be getting profit. Is it all? But you cannot purchase £1 today without having this 100 rupees. See what you will do. You will borrow rupees 100 from bank today. What is the market rate of interest? At the rate of 12%, but only for 3 months. Is it alright? So, you are having £1. Right now what you are having? £1. You are having, and you are having a loan both you are having today. Is it all? Let us go what will happen after 3 months. Is it all? First, you will have to repay the loan. Repay or pay. You repay 100 rupees? No, you will have to pay the interest. 12% for 3 months will come to rupees 103. Is it alright? But understand, you are holding this £1 for 3 months. As it is easy in this case, I am doing settlement by delivery. Is it alright? I will deliver £1 because I am a seller. I will be delivering £1. What I will be receiving in? Please understand, it is not settlement by difference. It is settlement by delivery. Because for settlement by difference, I need market price after 3 months, which is not available. So practically settlement by difference is not even possible in this question. Is it alright? So receiving, I have given the pound. Yes. How I was having the pound? Because I have already purchased it. How I have purchased it? By taking a loan. Have I repaid a loan? Yes, I have repaid rupees 103. This pound I have given in this contract because I need to give £1. I will be receiving how much rupees? This rate is fixed or it is fluctuating. If the market price is 200, I will be getting 105. If the market price is 100, I will be getting 105. If the market price is 2 rupees, I will be getting 105. Is it all? So I will be receiving rupees 105. What is the probability? It is certainty. 100% probability. Is it all right? Please try to understand. What is my cash outflow or anything which I am taking or anything which I am investing today? Nothing. I have purchased £1 through bank's money. I have repaid bank loan and got 105 rupees. This £1 which I have purchased was with bank money and I have repaid that bank money. I have received 105. I have paid 103. My profit is rupees 2. Yes, this is after 3 months. Agreed. But this is riskless. And so this type of profit is termed as arbitrage profit. This type of profit will be termed as arbitrage profit. Riskless profit. Only one thing to understand. If it is overvalued by the market, sell it. If you are selling it in future, purchase it today. If you are purchasing it in future, sell it today. Is it right? Can you sell it without having it? Yes, I'll be explaining you that also. Is it right? But this is arbitrage profit. Please try to understand again this concept. Theoretical price of forward. If it is not equal to actual price of the forward, then there is arbitrage opportunity. Any person can become arbitrator and earn riskless, that is arbitrage profit, without investing a single money, just by borrowing loan from the market. Is it all right? So this is arbitrage profit. So as I told you, slowly and gradually this 105, see, please understand this as a Reliance share. Don't understand it as a pound. Is it all right? Suppose this was Reliance share. What people are doing, what arbitrator are doing to this commodity? Selling They are not purchasing it. They are selling it. Anything which is having a selling trend, its market price will fall. What is the price right now? See, what is the trend in pound? They are selling in future. Is it all right? So what will happen is the price of pound in this 3-month forward will go down, and ultimately it will reach what rate? 103 rupees. And when it becomes rupees 103, when the actual market price becomes rupees 103, at that time there will be no person can become arbitrator, no person can earn riskless profit. Sir, if actual market price was 100, then also there is an arbitrage opportunity. Yes, it should be 103. If it is not 103, arbitrators will come into picture. See, every person is there in the market to earn riskless profit. People will start selling this immediately. In seconds, the price will become 103 per pound. But if it is an open market, please understand why in seconds it does not changes. Because this rate of interest is not applicable to each and every individual. You might be getting loan at 20%, I might be getting loan at 10%. Is it alright? So this is not universally applicable. So for the price might be different, for me the price might be different. But if everything is constant, the price should become 103, and so it is termed as theoretical price of forward. And what it should be? Say it was 103. Here would be 103. What would be arbitrage profit? 0. So only in a spot, this interest is added to get theoretical price of forward. See, this will be always theoretical price of forward. Is that right? If the actual price is lower or higher, if it is higher, I will be selling it. If it is lower, I will be purchasing it. And ultimately, I will be earning arbitrage profit. But if this is 103, I cannot earn arbitrage profit. And so it is termed as theoretical price of forward. Is it all? I hope all of you are very clear with theoretical price of forward. It is spot plus carrying forward rate. Is it all? Please understand another example of learning this concept, theoretical price of forward, and we are learning in the form of bearish nature. Please try to concentrate. Spot price of one Reliance is rupees 1000. 6 months forward, price I will be writing. Rate of interest in the market is 10% per annum. By using this two, let us find out theoretical price of 6 months forward. It should be 1000 rupees plus 5%. I hope all of you understand. If 10% is per annum, 5% will be for 6 months, and it will be 1050 rupees. This is a theoretical price of 6 months forward rate. Is it all right? 1050. See, what is the actual price of the forward is 1030 rupees. I hope all of you understand difference between this is actual price. This is a theoretical price of 6 months forward. Are they both same? No. There will be arbitrage opportunity. Always do arbitrage opportunity in this manner. This is after 6 months. This is before 6 months. Is it all right? Please start with this. Market has overvalued or undervalued. Compare with this, and never compare it with spot. They both are different rate. Compared with this, market, so this is actual market, this is not the price at which the actually trading is done, is it all? This is market has undervalued. Anything which is undervalued, sorry, anything which is undervalued, you should always purchase. Think of anything. This pen is market price 100, it is available at 1 rupee. You should purchase it. Anything which is undervalued, you should purchase it. You should purchase. What is undervalued? 6 months forward. For making it easy, I am purchasing just one Reliance. That's correct. Purchase a 6 months forward, one Reliance at the rate of 1030 rupees. That's correct. What I have done in future, this is future after 6 months, I have purchased it. So today, you should sell one Reliance at a spot price at the rate of rupees 1000. Is it alright? Sir, I don't understand. How can I sell a thing which I am not owning? You are not owner of say one, you are not having one Reliance. How you will be able to sell it? Is it alright? It is possible. This type of selling is known as short selling. Again, watch that series of Scam 1992. You will absolutely understand it. There is a bear cartel. Bear cartel does this. They short sell. Is it right? Sir, how then also it is possible to sell something which you don't own? You can do it. Is it alright? Try to understand how you can sell it. Borrow one Reliance from your broker for 6 months. Is it all right? Now are you having one Reliance? Yes. Is it alright? So can you sell it? Yes. Sell this one Reliance spot, that is today, at what rate? Rupees 1000. So what you are having today? Rupees 1000 and a borrowing of one Reliance. Is it alright? What I will be doing with this 1000 rupees? Invest in bank at the rate of 10% per annum, but for 6 months only. So I will be investing this in bank at the rate of 10% for 6 months. Is it alright? I will be getting, because I have invested, I will be receiving how much rupees? 1000 into 5%. 1000 plus 5%. That is 1050. I will be getting rupees 1050. So this is all for the money which I have got by selling the borrowed shares. But sir, you are still having one Reliance borrowing. It is not 1000 rupees borrowing. It is one Reliance shares borrowing. You will have to give it back to your broker. The answer is yes. Is it alright? You will have to pay this back to your broker. How you will be paying back to your broker? Understand this. After 6 months, you will be doing the settlement by delivery. You will be doing the settlement by delivery. If you are doing the settlement by delivery, you will be getting one Reliance share. Pay it to your broker. In delivery, you will be actually getting a Reliance shares, which I'll be refunding it to broker. And I will have to pay rupees 1030. Please believe me, broker is out of picture because I have borrowed from him, I have repaid him. What? One Reliance shares. Bank is out of picture. I have invested 1000 rupees. I have received 1050 rupees. This contract is also out of picture because I have paid 1030 rupees. What is the net answer? I am getting 1050, whereby I am paying only 1030. This Reliance is getting cancelled. Is it alright? So net I am receiving a profit of 20 rupees. This profit of 20 rupees is nothing but arbitrage profit. Is it alright? And believe me, this process is arbitrage process. Along with learning arbitrage process when the market is undervalued, I have also explained you the concept of short selling. How you can sell the share or any commodity even if you are not owning it. Is it alright? There should be market for it. There should be brokers for it from whom you can. Will broker be charging anything? No. You are purchasing today. Sorry, you are borrowing today, repaying after 6 months. Is it all? One Reliance. Is it all? See, what was the intention of the broker? He was bullish. So his intention was not to sell the share. Is it all right? And your intention, as you are selling today you are bearish. In future, you are bullish. That's all right. But this is how the arbitrage process works. And believe me, whenever there is arbitrage process or arbitrage gain, this can be the two processes. Either market has overvalued or market has undervalued. There cannot be a third situation. If market has exactly valued, then there is no question of arbitrage. Is it all right? This is how the forward contract works. What we have learned, meaning of forward, settlement by delivery by differences. Number 3 is theoretical price of forward. It should be the price of forward. If it is actual price of the forward is either lower or higher. If higher, arbitrage process we have done. If market has undervalued it, we have done the arbitrage process. Is it all right? So tomorrow we can start with the questions of a forward contract. Is it all right?